Hey everyone, we're back finally with another
Yes.
final boss fight. Batch, since last Independence Day, we had a final boss fight.
Yes, our quarterly boss fights, which will be soon coming much closer. Thank you very much for listening to the Pop 4D Network. It's another show from Pop 4D. It's the Final Boss podcast. And what do we do on the Final Boss podcast, Mark?
Well, what we do is take a movie that shouldn't be overanalyzed, and we overanalyze it.
It's another one of those podcasts, because there's not a million of them. But here's one more from us.
You know what? We're having fun. It's going to be like two dudes talking about a movie after we saw it and making fun of it and having a good time, basically.
Two Canadians talking about an American treasure.
Yes, because
this movie is not a treasure, but
definitely is not. But hey, we figured what to do for July 4th, and what's more patriotic than Uncle Sam?
Yes, and I was quite disappointed that this movie was not based off the Alex Ross miniseries.
Unfortunately, no.
From DC. And Vertigo.
This movie is from 1996, directed by William Lustig, who's best known for the Maniac Cop movies, which are actually good.
Yes, unlike this movie.
No, exactly. But do they have a guy in an American top hat? No.
So this movie definitely goes some places. It tackles a lot of topics. It's not your typical slasher movie, and it does none of them well.
No, it's a bit all over the place in those aspects.
Like how many kills do we actually get to see on camera? Like maybe one, maybe two, three,
maybe three. I don't know. We'll get through them and find out what kind of things that get you killed in Uncle Sam's eyes.
Is there a 4-hour director's cut of Uncle Sam? And if it is, do I want to see it?
Probably no to both.
No. But we're going to recap the movie Uncle Sam. We're going to give our thoughts on it. If you've seen it before, it is maybe allegedly on YouTube.
Yeah. If you have Shudder, we saw it was on there.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, you're going to have to pay $5 or the multiverse.
The multiverse provides, as we like to say on Pop 4D.
Exactly. Because this movie went straight to video, folks.
Oh.
So there's not going to be any box office for Uncle Sam, unfortunately.
Interesting cast. Timothy Bottoms, Robert Forster, PJ Souls, Isaac Hayes himself, Chef.
Oh, hello there, children.
Yeah, it's an interesting cast for such a small movie, you know? They managed to get these people.
Well, maybe the director would call them some favors.
I think so. Why didn't he get Bruce Campbell?
He should have been in this movie.
This is perfect Bruce Campbell.
Who would have Bruce Campbell played in this movie?
See, he might have played the politician, but that would take away from Robert Forster. So who else could he have been?
Maybe
the guy at the messenger from the army who tells them that your loved ones are dead.
Possibly, or he could have been like the police chief, the sheriff guy.
Groovy.
Yeah, let's go through the plot so people can understand.
Yeah,
I'm sure nobody listening has seen Uncle Sam.
No, this is like this is their first exposure. They're going in just listening to us to talk about a random movie.
Yeah. So it starts off in Kuwait, I believe, on June 14th.
Because that's who they were fighting in 1996.
Yeah. So they find a helicopter that's all burned up and messed up, and looks like there's a corpse in there.
And it was shot down by friendly fire.
Friendly fire?
Sergeant. So guy goes like, "These things happen, son. Get used to it," or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I try to do that guy's voice. Ooh. Played
by a character actor William Smith.
Yeah, I think his voice is going to be recognizable if anybody.
He's not raspy, but he's almost like Johnny Ace.
Sergeant, I don't want to hear that crap. These things happen in war.
Yeah, people power.
I haven't dusted this off in like 10 years. People power.
But
our main character of Sam, who is dead, one of the dead people in the helicopter, immediately becomes a revenant. Would you say?
I guess an undead. He's not quite dead, it seems.
Not a zombie, but more
No.
of like let's call him a revenant. Snaps the one guy's neck, like almost 360,
Yeah.
and then
And then
uses the guy as a shield and shoots through to shoot the sergeant.
Yeah. And then he says something like "friendly fire my ass" or something like that.
Don't be scared. It's only friendly fire.
That was it. And then we cut to small town America.
America.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. There's a very pro-American credits to
Yes.
start the movie.
A lot of stock footage of Uncle Sam through the years and various incarnations of the character.
And let's be honest, the character himself, Uncle Sam, he's creepy, right?
Yeah, he's very creepy.
Yeah. Very tall, lanky guy with a top hat who's telling you orders.
But as a comic nerd, I always was a fan of like DC's Freedom Fighters with Uncle Sam from Earth X, the Nazi Earth.
There was that character called Uncle Sam. That's awesome.
There's an actual character called Uncle Sam, and his team was the Freedom Fighters, and they had like the Ray and Doll Man and Phantom Lady and the Human Bomb.
Nice. Okay. Good to know.
That's why I have the professor.
You are. When it comes to overall comic knowledge, Batch.
Yeah,
is
as
man.
well as many things. So we cut to this kid. We got to talk about this kid.
This fucking kid, man.
This kid has got some issues. Like he's obsessed with his Uncle Sam, to say the least.
He was the only one around here who ever did anything important. In 8 or 9 years, I'll be able to enlist.
He had a dream
I think
about his
Uncle
Uncle
Sam
Sam.
is a saint. He's the greatest guy he's ever known.
Now, what was there some psychic phenomenon stuff going on with him? Like him dreaming of his Uncle Sam, like the second that he died in this accident, or
I think there is some kind of psychic link. I know we'll explore it a bit later, but I think Uncle Sam has some kind of psychic powers.
okay.
So yeah, the kid knocks over the picture of Uncle Sam and then steps on the glass because he's a dumbass.
Yes, so he's a total dumbass. He's a complete dumbass through the course of this movie.
Yeah. And he goes sees his mom. He's like, I got glass in my foot. And she's like, okay, get the fuck out of here. I'm to sleep.
So, so Sam's widow as gets told that Sam is dead, and she was kind of relieved because I guess her and Sam didn't have the best relationship.
No, apparently Sam was an asshole.
Sam was a complete asshole.
So yeah, she gets the message from a army. What do you call those? Messengers?
Probably general.
Yeah. The person who tells you your loved one is dead. And
Yeah,
he was waiting a long time on that balcony.
He was.
Yeah.
Well, I heard she was hot, so.
Yeah, well, we gotta get to him because he was a horn dog, this guy.
She's one of those sexy 80s that's going around.
Yeah, that's what this guy's looking for.
All the sexy. You should definitely call Craven because Craven has all the sexy Andes. But that's another podcast.
Oh.
That's the Tubi
Yeah.
Tuesday podcast. This is the Tubi Tuesday podcast. So Sam's widow is left to custody of the casket containing Sam's remains.
And have you ever seen someone just bring a casket into someone's house?
No, I've never seen that before. That's the first.
That's kind of weird.
Here you go.
It's like dropping off an Amazon delivery.
Just leaves them at the front door and some like hood rat tries to steal the casket.
In school, okay, the kid that we love so much,
Yes.
he wants to show, is Uncle Sam's medals in class? That was it, eh?
Totally instigates a show and tell session that nobody else has brought stuff on because, like, my uncle's a saint.
Yeah. And the teacher's like, okay, fine, show the fucking thing.
And the teacher was a draft dodger.
Yeah. So he's not good in Uncle Sam's eyes right there.
So the kid just burns him, like, right there.
Yeah.
Right in front of the totally emasculates him in front of the rest of the class.
And so, yeah, after this, we got the part that we just mentioned with the casket gets brought to the house. I love how later on in the night they cut to that guy we're talking about, the guy who gave her the bad news, talking on the phone with his buddies, and like how he likes, they're so vulnerable after we tell them the bad news,
Yeah, I was going to get some of that trim. I was going to get some of that widow trim.
Aim on getting a little piece of that action before I leave here. Tell you something else. Sister's not bad either. I must be batting 750 with the bereaved.
I was like, damn, I thought this guy was respectable at first. Turns out he's just a dirtbag.
No, he's a scumbag, which means he's probably going to die in this movie. Sam is just chilling in his casket until he is brought to life by 3 jackass teenagers burning an American flag, spraying swastikas on graves.
And on the ring of midnight on July 4th.
Yes. Because who would have thought that all 3 of those together is what it takes to resurrect someone from the dead?
Yeah, it's very specific, but it has to be on July 4th and hatred towards America that will wake up Uncle Sam.
Turns out he wasn't dead. He was just resting.
Taking a long nap.
Yes.
Now, I think it's also part of it is a buildup of un-American things that probably pissed him off, because we talked about the draft dodging teacher.
Yes.
There's also the boyfriend of his sister who's evading taxes.
We just wear them out by burying them in tons of paper.
You mean you cheated them?
Does he die in this movie?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he was the Lincoln guy, wasn't he?
We forgot to mention also a chef shows up.
Yes, a chef who was having bad PTSD because he was in Vietnam.
No, he was in Korea.
Oh, he was in Korea. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was
his
Vietnam.
leg got blown off, and he was trying to tell the kid, like, you don't want to be a soldier. This is terrible. Get that shit out of here.
I want to join the army, like my Uncle Sam.
And I love how Chef's just like, get that nonsense out of your head, boy.
You shut the fuck up.
First things first, he doesn't kill the flag burners first. He kills Willie, the guy with the Uncle Sam costume and the stilts.
Yes. Oh yeah, we got to talk about Willie, the pervert creeping in the window to give this movie's only nudity and booby fare.
And what's funny is that when she sees him, she's like, God damn it, Willie, not again.
You pervert! Stay away from my house. I'm gonna call the cops this time, Willie.
So he's known for doing this, to wear an Uncle Sam costume while wearing stilts and looking into women's windows while they're changing. So that'll get you killed by Uncle Sam.
Yes, so he is like the first kind of true death of this movie. Not including the 2 guys, not including the soldiers.
Yeah, and that's how Uncle Sam gets his costume.
And I love how, like, because he had pinky shears, so he basically kind of scoops out Willie's eyes with his, like, 2 index fingers. Like, we got to talk about Uncle Sam's, like, one-liners the entire movie. They're really, really bad.
Yeah. So bad that I can't even remember them. I hope you wrote them down, because I didn't.
No, I did not, but... And so he then uses the pinky shears to basically cut the stilt legs so they actually fit his regular legs. Like, he did a really good job at measuring exactly how long his legs were.
But it's just like, what? It's just funny seeing a guy run away from someone while on stilts.
Yeah.
Get away!
And did nobody find Willie's body? Did he hide it?
No. I don't think Uncle Sam... No, he did do some hiding later on, so maybe he did.
Maybe he hid that body.
Yeah. But now that he's got a costume, he goes after the flag burners.
So he hung the one flag burner, which that was a cool death. I actually kind of like that death.
Mm-hmm. There's another one he buried alive.
Takes a long time to kill that guy.
Yeah. It must take like a good hour of just shoveling dirt in and hoping the guy doesn't move too much.
Or just like get out of the actual grave.
And then one of them got away. He just went home that night. So
yeah, we see him the next day butcher the national anthem.
Yeah, a little bit later. He'll get his. Don't worry about it, folks.
Yeah.
And I remember there's so we're on July 4th now, right?
Right.
I was getting ready for the big town party. Because from what movies taught me, small American towns live for July 4th.
Because there's nothing else going on.
Yeah.
But they're not drinking Bud Light this year.
Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch.
No, not in the South, that's for sure.
Now, okay, so what side is Uncle Sam on? I'd be confused. I think he would kill people on both sides.
I think he would because, So being trans isn't necessarily un-American.
No.
So
well,
I don't know.
I got a feeling that he's more of a family values type of guy.
I think so, even though he beats his wife.
Yes, but he'd be like one of those hypocrites that way.
Yeah. So I think he'd be on the Kid Rock side, to be honest.
But at the same time, he would probably kill Kid Rock because he'd be disrespectful to the flag.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you're not a true American.
So Uncle Sam's a centrist?
I think he just likes to kill, let's be honest. He'll find any excuse.
Uncle Sam's a libertarian.
Just like Wait, is Jesse Ventura a libertarian?
Yeah, it's gonna be Jesse's running mate, Jesse Ventura and Uncle Sam. I was a Navy SEAL. I know a thing about friendly fire. You gotta add the head shake with Jesse now when you do a Jesse impression.
Exactly.
Moving on.
In the Baja.
In the Baja.
So during the preparations for the July 4th party, one of the kids is wondering where does his axe go. So
Yes.
the teacher went to go look for him. The draft dodging teacher goes to look for it, and he doesn't come back.
Mr. Crandall went back to get the axe.
Yeah, because he got it right in his fucking forehead.
Yeah, and we didn't see it.
We didn't see it. A lot of off kills in this movie.
Yeah.
So since we're at the July 4th extravaganza, so we should talk about Congressman Alan Cummings, played by Robert Forrester, in a glorified
I
cameo.
wish he was in this movie more.
Sunglasses on or sunglasses off?
No glasses. No glasses.
Also, he was wondering why everyone hates him, and his aide told him maybe it's because you have 14 fictitious people on the payroll.
14 fictitious people on the government payroll.
Well, you ought to. Hi.
Are you?
You ought to be able to plea bargain that down.
How many
Just
times?
your typical scumbag politician.
How many times has he been indicted?
Oh, so many times, but he always somehow gets away with it. See PJ Souls at this party.
Rock and Roll High School's PJ Souls.
Mhm.
So we got to talk about this freaking kid. So they didn't really give the backstory of what happened. Just this kid in a wheelchair with this blind kid in a wheelchair with like burns on his face, rolls up. Evidently, there was an accident at last year's fireworks, and he got blinded.
Yeah, I think like they kind of make it seem like the older kids fucked around with the fireworks, and that's why he got blinded.
So those three
I'm not
douchebag,
sure.
like two of the ones that are dead, and this other guy, like, is that who they're referring to?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, and this kid's really weird.
Yes. At
No.
least the kid in the movie is like, hey, can I come over? Maybe we can play some records or something.
Yeah, at least Jody's being nice to the kid and trying to be friends.
I'll read you some of my Sergeant Rock comics. Shut the fuck up about Sergeant Rock. Nobody gives a shit about Sergeant Rock.
That was old back then. And so, yeah, PJ Souls is the mom of this kid and she's kind of a bit overprotective at this point.
I got a feeling there's a cut of this movie where that kid just wants him to read him Playboys. I'm never going to see boobs again.
Can you tell me what it looks like? So then we get the last surviving teen that should have died during the flag burning session, singing the national anthem, where he
Yes.
butchers it completely.
What's the purpose?
He pulls a great Roseanne Barr impression.
Yeah, and I mean, disrespecting the anthem, that'll get you killed in Uncle Sam's eyes, right?
Oh, totally. And we should also know that he's actually walking around the festivities as Uncle Sam, just like shaking hands and kissing babies.
Until there's a part where he bumps into Isaac Hayes, and he kind of knows something's up.
Yeah, because they can sense their own. So I guess anybody that's been like psychologically traumatized in like war, he's cool with.
Yeah. Well, I would think no, because Eccles. Sorry, I'm getting my names confused. Chef says he knew Uncle Sam when he was a kid, right?
Yeah, and
was telling him about the war?
actually talked him into actually joining the army.
Yeah, and I think that's why he feels a lot of guilt about what happened.
Maybe.
He shouldn't have filled his head with those ideas.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, it turns out he was an asshole anyway, so fuck him.
Yeah.
He had it coming.
So this part pops to me where there was that chick who was on the grill.
Yes.
And then she goes to smoke some weed, and then the cop shows up and takes it from her. But he was just keeping it for himself.
Total buzzkill.
And I was going to say, then there's the sack race.
Yes. And the one asshole kid, he's just like shoulder tackling all the other kids in the sacks.
Yeah. And then Uncle Sam, which we find out he can teleport at this scene.
Yes, that is a total teleport.
Mm-hmm.
That's total like Jason Takes Manhattan teleport.
Yeah, right. Or anyway, he cuts off the guy's head.
That's probably it's one of the few good gory scenes we've seen. There's 2 really good gory scenes in this movie. That's the one, and another one's coming.
Yeah, exactly. This movie cuts like all the kills like before they happen, unfortunately. Yeah, there was a part where somebody was shooting at it was at the shooting range. I think it was Uncle Sam, right?
Yes, and he's hitting like everything.
Yeah, and then the guy says, "This is my favorite line in the movie. I'm gonna say it now."
Where you shoot, you should get a job working at the post office. You know, pal, you should take it easy.
After that, the boyfriend of Uncle Sam's sister, who was playing Abraham Lincoln,
Yes, the lawyer guy.
is just kind of sitting there. And then once his girlfriend sees him, she pushes him over by accident and she sees that he's dead.
Don't give me the silent treatment, you.
And I guess he got shot in the head with a BB gun,
Yeah, let's call it that.
which I didn't know could kill you.
Yeah, those things are lethal. Depends on the
I
grade.
guess if you're, yeah. And you know Uncle Sam's a good shot, so.
So by then, the bodies are starting to pile up, but the mayor pulls a total mayor from Jaws, like, nothing to see here. It'd be disappointed the kids if everybody left.
Of course, forget about the corpses. It's just a minor setback in our party.
How about some fireworks?
Yeah. No one seems too phased about Ralph's death.
No, not at all.
Even his girlfriend, she's like,
She's
whatever.
eating popcorn.
Yeah. Not distraught or angry at all.
She was going to break up with him anyway, so this actually is a win-win for her.
Saves an awkward conversation. I think before this ends, the girl on the grill who's out to smoke weed opens up the grill and finds the head
of the kid,
that dude.
Yeah.
And then Uncle Sam's behind her and kills her. Puts her head in the grill.
Another off-camera kill.
Yeah. So smoking weed, folks, is un-American. They'll
No.
get you killed too. And then, okay, now we get to the good part.
Yes.
The fireworks.
The fireworks display.
So everyone's wondering, where's the congressman? He's supposed to make a speech. I'll let you take it over, Batch.
So the lights go on, and then here's them like kind of crucified with the fireworks with sparklers on his chest. So you see, cuts to Uncle Sam's hands on the control board for the fireworks, and he's just pushing random buttons, and the sparklers go off. So first of all, that's not how sparklers work. So more pyro goes off. It looks like Goldberg's entrance. And then eventually he hits the switch and the whole thing just explodes like a fucking FMW deathmatch.
But this is a double setup because Uncle Sam knew that the cop would go to try to stop it.
Yeah, so the one cop, who's the boyfriend of the Uncle Sam's widow,
that's what gets him in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Is running up the hill, and then the blast blows him backwards. He flies back ass over tea kettle down the hill, only to get impaled by Uncle Sam with a flagpole and the American flag. And probably the coolest kill of the movie.
Yeah, I agree because it looked good and was perfectly planned by Uncle Sam.
Yes.
So he's got points for that. So I guess no one's going to mess with his wife, right?
No, exactly.
Finally, I think this ends the festivities. Two more corpses.
Everyone's all, fuck this shit, I'm going home.
There's enough dead bodies for a night. Usually except 1 or 2 per Independence Day, but you're now at like 5 now, so.
So Jody, the kid, we should say his name is Jody.
Yeah.
Is his aunt and his mom give him the lowdown that actually his beloved Uncle Sam was actually a psychopath. Yeah. And she was glad that when he went to the military, and the mom was glad that when he got married and got out of the house because she was sick of being his victim.
And his wife, I guess, was kind of happy when she heard he was dead.
And the only reason he joined the military is so he could get a free pass to kill people.
So he's not a real patriot, people. He's just a psycho. And I think this is the point where Jody decides to go find a chef.
Yes.
To help him kill Uncle Sam.
Well, Jody's also told by Barry, the blind kid who had that weird connection with Uncle Sam, that it's actually his uncle that's killing everybody.
Yeah.
So
that weird touch he did.
Yes. So Jody and Chef go to the house to actually check to see the body, and in the actual casket is the army dude who said that Sam was dead.
So Uncle Sam went to the guy's hotel, killed him, dragged him back, and put him in his casket.
Yes,
that's a lot of work for a jump scare.
Yeah, total.
So, this is for Bede. It was a rotary phone.
Oh, a huge rotary phone. So Pop 4D for the rotary phone in this movie.
How did they decide to kill Uncle Sam? The fucking cannon.
So Jody finally has this connection with Uncle Sam where he actually says, I think he would actually totally join Uncle Sam. And Uncle Sam's like, are you saying you're volunteering?
And then he finally takes off his mask at this point.
Yes.
And makeup's not too bad. I'll agree.
It's not bad.
But they kept it in the shadows a lot, so we didn't see it too well.
He is one ugly motherfucker, though. So Jody and Sam go at the front door, and there's a Chef waiting there with the cannon.
Yeah.
That lands just in front of Uncle Sam.
Yeah. And I don't know what this cannonball is coated with, napalm or C4 explosives.
So Uncle Sam does a good fire stunt, and then Chef fires off his other salted chocolate ball, and finishes off Uncle Sam for good.
Yeah, and blows up the whole damn house.
Blows up. Yeah, evidently the mom is cooking like meth in the house.
Yeah,
it just
explodes. Only excuse, 'cause I don't know cannonballs that cause huge explosions like that.
It blows up bigger than the AEW death match between Kenny Omega and John Moxley.
Oh yeah, way more than that one. And I guess that's most of the end. Jody says, fuck this military stuff, and burns all his toys.
Yep.
And then it gets creepy music, and he does a creepy face, and that's the end.
I was just crying because you realize how much those G.I. Joe vehicles would be going for today?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, too. Like, oh, man, you just threw away a lot of money there, kid. So that is Uncle Sam, Batch. So I guess I want to ask you a few things about the movie.
Okay.
Well, we talked about favorite kill. It was the flagpole.
It had to be the flagpole, yes.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a favorite line?
I know I can't remember any of his one-liners, but I just knew they were all bad.
Yeah, they're so bad I can't remember them either. Now I'm just
to the internet.
The internet. I wasn't prepared for the kill count in this movie. Which let's see how many.
I think it's 8 and 1. 8 men, 1 female.
Okay, so it says here 16 in total.
Oh, okay, I'm off.
Including Uncle Sam.
Well, technically, didn't he die twice?
Yeah, they didn't count his first death in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Willie, Rick, Cleet. So yeah, 16, which sounds more than I thought there were.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna say the internet's wrong, right?
Exactly.
But other than the flagpole, most are not very memorable because you don't see them.
Nope.
So Bash, I was gonna say
favorite character had to be the blind kid because he was just weird as hell.
I was gonna say it's Isaac Hayes, my favorite character, because he's the only one who seems to be acting well.
That's true.
Yeah. I was gonna say, Batch, how much more American patriotism do you feel after seeing this movie?
Oh, I feel like I could. First of all, I could just get outraged about anything right about now. Like Uncle Sam is woke.
Of course, he's woke.
Somehow. He woke up from the dead. How more woke can you get from that?
There you go. It's totally the definition of woke, as discussed by 2 Canadians.
Yes. So take it for what you will.
Yeah, take it for what you will. So what kind of rating would you give this movie, Batch, on 10?
Oh, I give this one a 4.5 out of 10.
Oh. I will give this 5 flagpoles on 10.
Oh, we're doing that bit. This shows too. Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I will give it 4.5 explosions out of 10.
Okay, perfect.
Patriotic explosions out of 10.
Yeah. I feel like this could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a terrible idea, having like a very American guy killing people who hate America.
Yeah. It needed to be more self-aware and more over the top.
Exactly. It was like in that middle zone where it wasn't quite scary or silly,
No, it had to be more like of both at the same time.
Wasted potential. But hey, maybe we can make an Uncle Sam movie.
Oh, yeah. Uncle Sam 2.
Back for Blood or something. I'm going to say what really struck me about this movie is why I wanted to watch this, because as a kid, I remember it being a trailer on one of the VHS tapes we rented.
Yes, yeah.
And what always stuck with me was Robert Forster being lit by fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
And the tagline, which was, "He wants you, ... dead." Which, that's the best thing about the whole movie, is that tagline.
Yes.
Well, Batch, I think we're back with final we take that final boss fight, right?
All right. There's so many to come, folks.
That's right. There won't be an annual thing. We're gonna have them a lot more often. And I think as well with the Did I Complete It videos, and we got a lot more other things coming out for Pop 4D.
The long-awaited Pop 40 may be coming soon.
Yes. It's in production, we could say.
It's on the whiteboard, as we like to say here. So,
Yeah.
Until next time, folks.
Thank you for joining us, and happy 4th of July.
America! Fuck yeah!
Yeah!
What is your name? Even in darkness, you can see me better than those with eyes. You know me.